every year. Every single year on the Vannamelon channel. Ever since 2015. Every spooktacular Halloween, she came. The Lemon Queen. Her goal was to take over Vanna's, I'd say, entire life, I guess. It first started out as her trying to take over the channel. Then she started taking over more. Her Twitter, her Amino. It seems like she was trying to take over everything. Then, in Halloween 2018, for her takeover that year in October, not Halloween, she called upon the powers of a demon known as the Red One. Was it? She became her ultimate, most powerful form, Demon Lemon Citrus. After that, Vanna did her best to research and find a way to defeat Minnie once and for all. In the end, she ended up using the same powers that Minnie got from the demon to transform herself as well. They had a final standoff on 2019's Halloween night. And then before them came the demon, Rose. Rose is a mysterious one. She's a demon in the form of a child. She's also seemingly a strawberry. It's all very strange, confusing. I don't exactly know much. Well, I know a lot, but I just don't understand it all. Either way, Minnie decided to put away her sourness for the time being, I guess. And now she and Vanna hang out together in peace. The two were pretty much sisters, which makes sense because Minnie is Vanna's clone, and they both are gonna relate to a lot to each other, although they don't always get along. Anyways, sidetrack. Back on the main path. Not too long ago, the pair entered a portal to another dimension, known as the Salt Dimension. Or maybe Salt World, I can't remember what Vanna called it. Anyways, there, they met a mysterious being named Vanna Sea Salt. And her pet, Zero, I believe its name is. She seemed to be kind, nice. She was just a Vannamelon from another dimension, who also does videos and whatnot. There's also the whole thing with Minnie and how she may or may not fell in love with her. Just a theme of it. But there's one question on everybody's minds. She disappeared. And what does this have to do with Vanna Seesaw and Little Pet Heartless and all that? Well, for some reason I got a weird feeling they are to Rose than we know. I don't know if I said that well at all. I probably should have scripted that, but I just didn't feel like it for a reason. Anyways, yeah. Welcome back to Vannamelon Investigations after that lengthy intro. Joe, as you know, last year we went through a lot of discussing, and in the end, I understood basically nothing other than what was really shown to us. As Rose is a demon, she has powers. Powers of what? I don't know, but they were enough to turn both Vanna and Minnie into powerful demons. And yeah, last year was crazy. But the takeovers start again. And apparently there may be a bit more to Vanna Seesaw than we first knew. In the description, after encountering a strange blue portal that smelled of salt and was beautiful ocean ladies, Melon and Lemon are introduced to sea salt, a magical yet mysterious mermaid that is a Vanna from another salty dimension. She offers to help them both on a certain red help. Cautiously excited, three girls decide to bring her to their dimension. Something about her they can trust. It's October 2020 now. The damage of what happened last Halloween 2019 takeover remains evident. The Red One, nowhere to be found, and now has both of their powers, is coming. Even though Melon and Lemon still have their differences and sour sweet hatred, they gotta somehow think of a plan to put an end to all this before Rose's dream comes true. That is true. Rose has some sort of dream. Though someone implied in a little song she sang last year. Dream a little dream of me. What is her plan exactly? Who the hell knows? But anyways, enough. I'm trying to be professional, like an actual detective, but I am failing miserably. But anyways, let's see what they got up to after Seesaw came into our world.
Wow. Sea salt. I have so many questions to ask you, Sea Salt. I can't easily carry myself, you know. Right. And you just had to tell me this until after I carried you all. Melon Queen Companion, I must stop you there for now. Questions directed to me will only lead to many more questions. And many more questions will lead to suspicion. And suspicion only leads to paranoia. And paranoia is something that two Fruity Queen companions have already dealt with for many Red Octobers. The questions that must be answered right now are the questions directed to the companions first. The Red Child, what spells must you need to stop her?
Okay, can we start talking already?
What is that? What is that? What the hell is that? Is that a spider demon? Get it away from me! What the fuck? Oh, it's Neon Companion. You're here to help assist us too.
Listen, Sea Salt. I already told you these two fruit flies were a joke. But if you really want me to help them, then...
Wait, did he just call us fruit flies? Questions from you are pointless at the moment. Neon Companion and I are only here to help protect you both throughout your Red Child missions this October.
Yeah, and time's running out. So you two fruit flies better come up with a good October plan. Toot sweet.
This has just gotten all kinds of weird.
There was a bit of glitching at the end there. That's it. Alright. That was interesting to say the least. So, one thing that's very interesting that stood out to me there, other than Neon calling the fruit flies, that she knew that they, she didn't just say a red October or Halloween or whatever. She said many. Which begs two questions. And I know she said not to ask questions, but I'm going to ask them anyway. One. Well, technically three. Though one of them is connected to one of the others, so. Anyways, one. Is she referring to all the Octobers even before 2019? Well, technically, this is actually 4. Stop being technical. Yeah, is she referring to all the Octobers even before 2019? 2, if she is, how does she know about those? If she's been in another dimension all this time, and we're only just finding out about this dimension, or not, how, and neither Lemon or Vanna or Minnie, Vanna, I don't know what to call it. No, for some reason I'm so confused. I'm so twisted and turned around. But, and both of them have never seen her before, or her dimension anymore. How does she know about the other Octobers? If she is referring to all of them. Although I don't see how she wouldn't if she says many Red Octobers. And we've only had 2 Octobers involving Rose. 2018, which is where we first met her, although she didn't have much of an impact on it in the grand scheme of just 2018. She did have quite an impact, but not enough that we learned a lot about her and whatnot. Although 2019 she had a big role. That was the only other year that involved her. 2 isn't many. 4 can arguably be considered as many. And wait, was it 2015? No, it was 2016. So three can technically be considered as many, I guess. So 2016, 2017, four. No, four. Wait. Yeah, four. I mean, unless it did start in 2015, but I don't know. I'm getting up my timeline mixed up. Yeah, four can technically be considered as many, although it's not much. It is multiple Octobers. Two would be better wording if she was just referring to two different Octobers. 2018 and 2019. That's only two. A few would be a better way of well, even then, actually, even then, how would she know about those? Even if she was just talking about 2018 and 2019, how would she know about those? Either way, it seems like she's talking about every October prior to this one. So how does she know? Because to know, she would have either had to have heard it from someone who heard about the events of all those Octobers, or at least 2018, 2019, if that's what she's talking about. If she's only referring to those. She would have had to talk to someone who knew what was going on in those Octobers. She would have had to go through, she would have had to talk to someone from our world who went to her world and told her, for whatever reason, about, the events that happened. She would have had to go to come to our world at some point and either witnessed or heard from someone here or somehow she just knows. Somehow she just knows. Like she sensed it or something. I don't know. That last one doesn't really make any sense, but it's possible. And they have 4 questions? I don't know. I forgot the first one, but I remember the third, which is. Oh wait, no, I remember the fourth now. Third one is the fact that she listed them. She said them as red. I always said that the only years involving Rose, the red one, were 2018 and 2019. Rose never appeared in 16 and 17. And if by many Red Octobers she means all of the previous Octobers, which includes 2017 and 2016's October takeovers, then what factor of Rose, how does Rose have any relation to 2016 and 2017? Like, how was she involved with those 2 years? Because we saw no sign of her whatsoever. She, as far as we know, even Minnie apparently summoned her in 2018. She hadn't summoned her Rose prior. So what involvement did Rose have in those 2 years, if that is the case where she's talking about all the prior ones, including those two? Obviously, leading off of that, final question, how does she know Rose? What relation does she have to Rose? That she knows her and knows how, and possibly knows how dangerous Rose is? Like, and what did Neo, and also what did Neo say about, by time's running out? Is Rose putting her plan into action? What is her plan? And where is she? There's so many questions, but those are the 4 that really stick out. Is she talking about all? Wait. How? I'm forgetting my own questions. Okay. What does she... What? I'm dumb. Wait. How does she know about the Halloween takeovers? Is she referring to all of them, or just 2018 and 2019? With the fact that she says, right, she specifically specifies them as Red Octobers. And by many Red Octobers, does she mean just 2018 and 2019? Or every year, every Halloween takeover October prior? I made that very convoluted. But yeah, and see the big one, what? Oh yeah, wait, I did say 4. Wait, oh god, no, oh god, I need to script these. How does I did say 4. How does Rose relate to 2016, 2017's Halloween if we had no sign of her whatsoever? Like, the only thing I remember that relates to something having to do with Rose that also relates to something having to do in the prior years is the black choker, the thing that Vanna and Minnie use to get their demon powers from Rose. To get powers from Rose. That had a big role in 2017, in which I believe Minnie had used it to try and fuse herself with Vanna. And like I said, she and Vanna used it to get powers from Rose, which is how they took their demon forms. Like, that's the only link I can really see between the Halloween takeovers with Rose and the non-Halloween takeovers. The non-Rose Halloween takeovers. Because Rose was relevant in 2018 and 19, but not relevant at all in 16 and 17. But that's really not much. Especially considering it's the Joker was used for something. Not only was the Joker used for something completely different, but the Joker, as far as we know, has no link to Rose, aside from it having had been used on Rose to get the powers from her and put into Vanna and Minnie. As far as we know, there's no connections to Rose and the Joker prior to that. Obviously, how does she know Rose? I feel like I'm repeating myself here. I'm sorry if I am. Anyways, there's one more thing I want to check before we move on, which is to, I thought I opened it already, alright, which is the About page, because I actually don't know about 2016 and 17, because I unfortunately wasn't around for those. I wasn't around for 2016 and 17. Like, I was still involved with Vanna's channel, but for whatever reason, I just never paid attention to the Halloween takeovers. I don't know why. I must have been stupid, because these are awesome. But anyways, as far as I know, from 2018 to 2019, every single year when there's one of these Halloween takeovers, things change. The channel changes, Vanna's Twitter changes, and the Amino changes. Because Vanna has an Amino page. You know, the banner changes, the channel icon changes, and the About page, which doesn't seem to have changed yet. Alright. We got that out of the way. Oh wait, what's this now? I never saw that. Oh wait, I did? No, October 2020 is coming closer and closer every day. What could possibly happen? How will Rodriguez deal with the red events? How will our new sea salt mermaid friend help? Is she evil? Is she not? Who the heck knows? Because like I've heard both sides. Both on the side of, you know, do we trust her? She could be secretly evil or something like that. And then the other side, like, yeah, we can trust her. One thing that's in common, she is adorable. Got with both sides, she is adorable. Anyways, as you saw, yes, there is a Vanna Reddit where people put theories and whatnot. Now, I found this specific one, which is pretty interesting. And this was posted yesterday because the video they just watched was posted yesterday. Yeah, I'm late. But, anyways, backwards audio. From Brightly Lit, they made a post saying, the start of today's October video, it sounded like there was some backwards audio mixed in with that sound, but I couldn't make it out. Can someone help, please? And then Mateo is Loif? No, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they say, I might have an answer. The voice that we heard is no doubt the red one. I tried placing the audio in an audio reverser, and I kinda hear her say, Mommy. Gasp. What if it's a sign that sea salt is the red one's mother? She also was acting suspicious too, and not letting the fruity Vannas ask any questions involving her. She said stuff about suspicion and whatnot. So maybe, and Rose was talking a lot about her supposed mother last Halloween. Because if you didn't know, Rose was temporarily put in charge of the Vanna Games channel and Vannamelon, and I think also the Twitter. Temporarily, Rose was in control of all of Vanna's stuff, Twitter, and YouTube, like I said. Right, they exist back then. Her Vanna Twitter didn't. Reddit didn't exist back then. God dang. But yeah, she talked a lot about her mother. I may need to go back to a few of my Vannamelon Investigation videos to figure all that out, to find some stuff, some notes on the whole mother thing. But yeah, there was definitely some relevance to Rose's supposed mother. She never explicitly stated her mother's name, and she was if I remember correctly, she was very vague about stuff when talking about her mother. So we don't really know anything, really, to be honest. We don't know anything too big in terms of stuff like identity and all that. But we at least do know she has a mother. And so if Potato is right on saying, like on his call, that the reverse audio says mommy, with the red one saying mommy, with being the red one saying that, then that's pretty big. Because that's what's right on the spot, that it is 100% possible, not proven, but possible, that sea salt is Rose's mother. Now, they don't look the same at all. There are, as far as you can tell, no similarities between the two of them. Sea salt and red, to make like a visual biology thing. But this isn't game theory. We're not going into that. This isn't a theory about how... this isn't like MatPat's theory. I was going to make some stupid joke, but this isn't like MatPat's theory where he tried to prove that Luigi and Peach were the parents of Rosalina. Alright. This is Vanna's Halloween takeover. We are just going to chalk it up to magic or something, okay? At least unless Vanna explains that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, if this information is correct, then yeah, it is possible that sea salt could be Rose's mother. We hop on over to the amino, and we see we would see if this would load, please. Come on. There we go. See, nothing has changed. Yeah. I mean, things have definitely changed since the last time we visited the amino, but for the most part, it's it has no signs of her. We don't speak of her. That's how it's called. Yeah, this is probably the only sign of Rose we're going to see on the amino. For now, probably, who knows. But yeah, doesn't seem anything has been changed by either Rose or sea salt or whatever. So yeah, nothing going on with the amino so far. Oh yeah, and I forgot on the Reddit. Where obviously we could see, regularly see on the Reddit's icon that is Rose. Why is everything so laggy? There we go. Sure, then we got this like red background with pumpkins. And I didn't really touch on it much apart from that question they said at the very beginning. Oh look, you see my video. But no, obviously, as they pointed out, the profile picture and the banner have changed. We've got a nice, very determined looking melon with, not melon, lemon, god dang it, which seems to be the lemon on Lemon's head. You can see, if you look below it, you can see it looks like part of a head, which would most likely be Lemon's head. More interestingly, we look at the banner. It has Minnie's version of the Vannamelon logo, Vannalemon. Question: where is the red one? Some pumpkins, same pumpkin background as the Reddit. And then really weirdly, we have both Vanna and Minnie standing on both sides of the banner with what seem to be pictures of a red dot. And we know that the red dot is essentially Rose's calling card. I mean, we go to my Vannamelon. Actually, no, not. Let's not go. Not the Vannamelon Investigations. We go to the lemony curse of Mini Lemon. You see on Rose's little message, there's a little red dot. I believe on the amino, Rose would always have a red dot in her messages because she had me messages and replied to people and whatnot. Or maybe I'm thinking of her username. I don't know. But yeah. Red dot equals Rose. Now, our final stop, the Vannamelon Twitter. Vanna. Where is the red one? We see probably the biggest thing, the banner, looks a little familiar. You got a face of someone with red hair and their eyes are shut. From looking at the hairstyle, and if we go back to the curse of Mini Lemon, we can make the safe deduction from looking at Rose's hairstyle that this person in the banner is indeed Rose. Pretty creepy, to be honest. Location has been made October, and the latest tweet is about the video. October 1st, the takeover begins. Sea Salt and her neon. And we've got a salt emoji. And yet again, a red dot. I find it kind of interesting that in just like the profile name overall, there's no red dot. I don't know, that just seems kind of weird. Kind of suspicious. I don't know. Yeah, it's certainly obvious. There's not really much to go off of for this first little investigation, but it is certainly very, very interesting. Already. Honestly, this is we've only had one video. It's only the first week. This is usually a weekly thing. So, no doubt next week we're going to be getting another video, which hopefully will bring up a few more things. Hopefully, at least some answers to the questions we've asked today. And any more you guys might have and whatnot. Either way, it's just the beginning. Things are only starting to simmer, starting to warm up. And we just gotta wait until eventually it blows into a full bonfire. Or even more dangerously, a wildfire. Oh god. Those things completely go off the rails this Halloween. Like, last October was pretty dang crazy. So, I mean, I'm scared if it's gonna ramp up even more this year. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Vannamelon Investigations. Things we learned today. Well, really, Seesaw knows something about Rose, and somehow knows about all the different Halloween takeovers. She has a neon companion, which I guess is like her little helper. I guess, I don't know. They claim that they are here to help Vanna and Minnie deal with their whole red situation. And that Rose is nowhere to be found, but she is definitely still out there. Because one, I mean, obviously she's gonna be still out there, since she's like the center of this whole thing. She is the primary focus right now. And if that wasn't enough, we got the banner on Twitter and the red dots on Vanna and May's faces, and the YouTube banner, and the icon for the Vannamelon subreddit. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now, and I'll probably look back at some old stuff, some old investigations, some old videos. Probably check in with Paradomics, since I know that he is usually involved with trying to figure out stuff. He kind of does with his own investigations, and he made quite a few points that helped me make a few theories last year. So definitely go to check with him. Maybe poke around the subreddit a bit more, see if I can find anything. And I'll see you guys next time you meet, whether that be in their video I just made, so I wanted to discuss a bunch of information I found, or until the next Halloween takeover video comes up on Vanna Games, on the Vanna Games channel. So take care, and I'll see you all later.